do you remember at school, there'd always be that one smelly kid no one wanted to be mates with? Well, today, that's going to be me, Stinky Pez. And all because I can't have a shower.
You'd always get a cold shower. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Helpful will be paying the bills.
Yeah, she's got a point there, Steve. I mean, where does all the money we give you go?
It just goes, Courtney.
Well, what's Mum saying about all this?
I haven't told her.
What?
She finds out I can't even keep the lights on. It's only going to prove that I can't be trusted with anything yet again.
So are you going to have to up her keep, or...?
No. I've got money coming in. It's going to see us right.
Well, till then, why don't you ask James to help you out? He could give you an advance like he did before. I could get Juliet to speak to him.
If James is going to hear I've got money problems, I'm not going to hide behind Juliet. I'll tell him myself.
Right, well, you better get it done before Mum finds out what's going on here.
Oh, hey, I'd stay clear of this one if I were you, unless you've got a gas mask.
Stop it.
Don't worry. I wasn't planning on getting too close. I actually wanted to talk to you. I think you should apologise to Martine.
What for?
For the way you treated her yesterday. I know you probably didn't mean it. You probably didn't even realise, but she felt humiliated.
You're having a laugh, right?
Right now, Martine is walking around with a lump on her breast. And she's too embarrassed to come back here to get it checked out, so no, I'm not having a laugh. I just want her to have her peace of mind.
And that's why I made another appointment for her. I want to help. But for me to do that, Martine needs to leave her attitude at home, not create arguments with other patients, and let me do my job. Now, if that's everything...
No, that's definitely not everything. Tell me, where in the nurse's handbook does it say to sort out an argument, you help patients that look like Grace, and you throw out patients that look like Martine? You do see the difference between the two, right? Or do you want me to spell it out for you?
Wait. Look, I know that you're not suggesting that Perry treated Martine differently just because she's black.
You're right. I'm not suggesting it. I'm straight up saying it.
How dare she call me a racist? When Steve joined that far-right group, I put myself in harm's way to help him get out.
I don't think Celeste is suggesting you're anything like the far right.
Okay. But she is saying I'm prejudiced. After she's seen how I act with you and your family. Yaz is my best friend. Would I even speak to her if I was?
Perry, you have been an amazing friend to my family. There's no doubt about that. But did you ever think that maybe Celeste and Martine's experience with you might have been different to ours?
I admit. Yesterday, I was in a rush and I made a split-second decision.
And it was one I know a student nurse shouldn't have had to make. I'm sorry you were put in that position, but that's no excuse for acting unprofessionally, and I'm going to have to report it to your manager. But you know, we don't turn people away, Perry. If they have an appointment, we see them. That is never your decision to make.
But that decision had nothing to do with race. I treat everyone equally.
I know you intend to. But with the best intentions in the world, we are all still products of our society. And what we see on TV, what we read in the newspapers, it affects the way we think. Sometimes for good, sometimes for bad.
If you're saying I've been brainwashed, you're wrong.
I'm trying to say that it's possible that without your knowing, a seed has been planted in your head. And it grew into a weed of prejudice that influenced you to treat Martine unfairly. Unconscious bias, Perry. Not deliberate, not planned. We can all be guilty of it. You, me.
You? You're not white.
Just because a person isn't white doesn't mean they can't have prejudices. We have to unlearn them.
I'm not racist, Misbah.
I would never say you are. But are you also saying that you can't be prejudiced? Even for a split second when you're in a rush? Because if so, you're a better person than I am.
I know I'm probably the last person either of you wants to see right now, but I wanted to say I'm sorry.
Do you know what you're saying sorry for, or did someone just tell you to say it? And this is exactly the problem. If you don't know what you're apologising for, then what's to say it won't happen again?
What Les is trying to say is that you should have listened rather than just being defensive. And then you would understand the problem. And then maybe this whole thing wouldn't be such a big deal.
You're right. I thought I knew better, which is why I shut you down. I was wrong. I genuinely am so sorry. I'm going to work on checking my privilege. And Martine, I know I didn't make things easy for you yesterday. But if you come to your appointment today, I will try and get your results for you as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Right. Okay, Perry, lead the way.
You know, you got Perry to come here and apologize. You could have acknowledged that. It is not a sign of weakness. After all, it was you who made her think. Now that is a victory.
Martine, could you wait for a second?
Oh, Perry, you've already apologized for yesterday. And Celeste, she will accept your apology too. She just needs a little time.
It's not that. Misbah's asked to see you.
Why?
I could get into trouble.
Perry, you promised me that you would tell me my results the minute you had them. So what is it?
The specialist has looked at your mammogram. I shouldn't be telling you this, but it's not a cyst. Your lump is suspicious.
What does that mean?
It means you can't leave just yet. We have to take you in for a biopsy.
But that can't be right. Because you said there was nothing to worry about. And then the only reason that I would need to have a... The only reason that I would have to have a biopsy is if there was a chance that it could be cancer. Right?
I'll go get Misbah.